Hey, Shad here with Speed Addicts, and welcome to another one of our Versus videos. That's where we take two of our top picks in the same category of gear, we put it head to head, and we do it in the wild with our team test pilot. So you get that real in the saddle feedback. You're gonna find out which one we'd recommend, the pros and cons here. A lot of times it's not just a straight winner takes all. There are trade-offs in life, folks. And today we're talking about dual sport helmets. Two of our top picks in the premium dual sport category. On my left, hailing from Portugal, that's over in Europe somewhere. One of the last helmets made in Europe. This is Nexx. Again, they own their own factories there in Portugal, make a high quality product. This is the XWED 3. That means it's their third in the line of very popular dual sport helmets from Nexx. They are known for pushing the envelope when it comes to their feature set. The founder is an engineer, and he comes up with all the features you could ever want in a dual sport helmet. Here it is, refined in their third generation. And then out of Japan, we've got the Arai XD-5. Now, Arai name speaks for itself. It's going to be high quality, and it is the next generation in the XD portfolio, replacing the XD-4, which was getting a little bit long on the tooth. Also like this helmet a lot, less in the bells and whistles here with the XD-5, but really strong with the Arai heritage, the quality, and the protection, which comes out ahead. Well, you're gonna have to stay tuned and find out from our team test pilot. If you're shopping for helmets, remember Speed Addicts is the place. Support us by shopping at speedaddicts.com. Down there in the description will be links for both of these helmets over at speedaddicts.com. Remember, free returns, 90-day return policy, risk-free helmet shopping, and experts on the phone or in our new superstore. That's right, if you're in SoCal, come down, shop for helmets in person, see the world's greatest helmet wall. It's here, I'm looking at it, it's right behind us. Okay, that's it. Let's throw it over to our team test pilot, see what he thinks.
Hey, Speed Addicts TV family, and welcome to today's episode of Versus. On the left, we have the Nexx XWED 3, and on the right, we have Arai's XD-5. Both of these are new dual sport helmets designed for all of you riders out there who like to ride adventure bikes or dual sport bikes out on the street or dirt. Let's begin with the weight. The XWED 3 on the left weighs in at 4 pounds in size medium, while the XD-5 on the right with its composite shell weighed in at 3.7 pound in size small. It's worth noting that the Arai generally has a little bit larger fit, so if you're typically a size medium, you might size down to a small. The Nexx, on the other hand, fits true to size. The carbon fiber Nexx MSRP is $750, while this Arai XD-5 is $840. Both of these helmets come in a wide variety of sizes. Nexx comes in extra small through triple XL, while Arai only comes in extra small through double XL. For Nexx, the shell breakdown is extra small and small share shell size, medium and large share shell size, and extra large 2XL and 3XL share shell size. The XD-5, on the other hand, has an independent shell for extra small and small, medium and large share shell size, and then extra large and 2XL have their own shell size. They also have generous internal pockets for Bluetooth communication systems. It's worth noting that Nexx offers an OE communication solution that neatly integrates into the side of the helmet for right around $200. For Arai, there is no OE solution. You have to buy an aftermarket Bluetooth communicator. In terms of safety certification, the Nexx XWED 3 is both DOT and ECE certified, while Arai's is DOT and SNELL certified. Both of these helmets have very plush interiors. The Nexx interior is a little bit more plush than the Arai's, but the Arai helmet offers the ability to swap out different size cheek pads and center pads. There's also micro adjustments inside the helmet, so you can really customize fit. Both helmets feature removable peaks. The Nexx system is a lot easier and more simple to use, while Arai's, while functional, is a little bit complicated. It's the same story for the visor mechanism. The Nexx is just easier and more simple to use. Arai's, while very nice, it's overly complicated. It's also worth noting that both of these helmets include a Pinlock 120 insert, which completely mitigates fogging on a humid or super cold morning. The XWED 3 also includes a very handy and easy to use dark smoke drop down face shield. The Arai, on the other hand, only has a clear shield, but you can purchase a dark smoke shield for a $74 upcharge. Another neat thing about the XWED 3 helmet is that it includes factory GoPro and action camera mounts that neatly integrate into the design of the helmet. You also have foam bumpers on the sides of the helmet which protect your body in the case of an accident. The cheek pad system's also removable with a push of a button. Well, enough talking about these dual sport helmets. Let's try them on and see which one's better out on the road. Hey, Speed Addicts family, and welcome to today's episode of Versus. Today we are comparing Arai's XD-5 dual sport helmet versus Nexx XWED 3 dual sport helmet. Both of these are full face dual sport helmets designed for all of us riders who want to ride our adventure touring motorcycles off-road or dual sport bikes off-road, but still want to have the comfort, protection, and safety of a conventional full-face helmet. Now, right away, putting on this XD-5, this helmet, it fits a lot larger than the Nexx. So if you're typically a size medium, you might go down to a size small in the Arai. So it's just a bigger fitting helmet overall. The Nexx is more true to size. That helmet, if you're size medium, you're gonna generally fit in a size medium. Now, the interior of both helmets are very plush, but Nexx has a little bit more softness overall. The plushness it's a little bit more thick, the interior, but at the same time, the Nexx does have a couple pressure points, mainly in the cheek pad area, where the Arai, while the padding is a little bit thinner, it's less prone to pressure points. Overall, both of these helmets are well-fitting helmets, and it's worth noting that with the Arai, you can actually customize the interior. Arai sells different thickness cheek pads and different thickness top liners. There's also micro adjustments inside the helmet interior where you can literally remove material and resituate the pad just to get a little bit more comfort, a little bit more fit. So a little bit more adjustment from Arai, but the Nexx still has a nice plush interior and is surprisingly comfortable. Now, in terms of overall noise, this XD-5 is surprisingly quieter than the Nexx XWED 3. The Nexx, it's not crazy loud, but it definitely is a little bit noisier than the Arai. That said, the Nexx also flows a little bit more air through the ventilation than the Arai. The Arai certainly doesn't do a bad job of pushing air, but doesn't move quite the volume of air as the Nexx XWED 3, but you have to pay for that in terms of the added noise. Now, in terms of viewport, both of these helmets have really nice viewports. I would have to say that the Arai just basically, it barely nudges out the Nexx. It has a little bit taller visor viewport. So generally when you're riding a motorcycle, you're going to be looking out high through the visor. At least you should be. You don't want to be looking down at the front wheel. You want to be looking out above, well in front of you, to see any potential hazards and be able to see the road ahead. And the Arai has a slightly taller viewport. It's not by much, but it is by a little. Both helmets do have good peripheral vision though, and the Nexx isn't very far off the Arai in terms of its viewport. It is worth noting that the Nexx has an integrated drop-down sun shield that you actuate with a lever that's hidden away at the top of the helmet. Now that sun visor really comes in handy because you can just use a clear visor, and then when you're riding in the direct sun, you drop down the sun visor and voila, you can see. That's a feature that the Arai does not have. You have to instead spend $74 extra to purchase Arai's accessory dark smoke face shield, which what we're wearing right now. It's worth noting that both visors are pin lock insert compatible and do include a pin lock 120. If you haven't tried pin lock, you haven't lived. Pin lock basically functions as a dual pane window, completely mitigates condensation and fogging from the interior of the helmet when you're riding in humid conditions or cold conditions. It really is a game changer, and we're happy that both helmets have that feature. Now, the Nexx helmet, it generally has a little bit larger shape than the Arai. What we mean by that is it's a little more dimensionally bulky. It's worth mentioning that this Arai is a size small, where the Nexx we wore was a size medium, and that's the correct size for our head. So the Nexx has a little bit larger profile than the Arai. So if you're looking for maybe a little bit more sleek helmet,
then the Arai might be a good option for you, but it's not going to be quite as flashy looking as the Nexx XWED3. Now, in terms of aerodynamic efficiency, the Arai helmet did a nice job on the highway. The Nexx didn't have any crazy wind buffeting or anything like that, but it was noisier, and the visor did catch the air a little bit more at freeway speeds than this Arai XD-5. This Arai XD-5 definitely does a little bit better job cutting through the air at highway speeds than the Nexx, but again, it's not a huge difference. Now, this XD-5 is fitted with an accessory Cardo Systems pack Talk Edge Bluetooth headset, which mounts really cleanly right here on the side of the helmet. Nexx offers an integrated Bluetooth solution for only $200 that literally integrates inside the helmet. We didn't get a chance to try it out, but it's cool to see Nexx helmets offering a Bluetooth communication system that neatly integrates into the shell of the helmet. Overall, we were really surprised with the Nexx XWED3. It's a really nice helmet. But overall, if you're looking for the superior dual sport helmet, you should check out the Arai XD-5. It's a little bit lighter. It's a little quieter. Yes, it doesn't flow air quite as well as the Nexx, but it cuts through the air at highway speeds a little bit better. And this helmet carries a 5-year warranty, and the fit and finish is a little bit nicer than the Portuguese helmets. Not saying Nexx helmet isn't a nice helmet, but the mechanisms on the vents and just the way the visor closes on the Arai is a little bit more premium. Well, everyone, as always, make sure you surf on over to speedaddicts.com. We have tons of reviews of all types of helmets, whether you're into dual sport riding or if you're into riding street bikes, cruisers, whatever kind of helmet you have, speedaddicts.com has you covered. As always, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and we'll see you on the next episode of Versus here at Speed Addicts TV.